A year ago, I was sitting where y'all are sitting, and my mom and my Aunt Jane and my husband all came, and I think my mom, when she walked in, she said, "I'm here to make sure y'all don't kill my daughter." And because when I told them that I had decided to go to Mexico to have bariatric surgery, my family was like, "Oh, no, you're not." But they came here, and last year there were a lot of people who had already been to MBC and had the surgery. And so the testimonials from all the people who had been was what was so reassuring to my family. So since I'm the only one here for that today, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have about my experience, about the aftercare, about how it felt, anything that you want to know. I'm happy to tell you all about it. But in 2013, in January of 2013, I reached my highest weight, and that was 277 pounds. And I'd been in a car accident, and I guess I just comforted myself with Twinkies or something. But I worked really hard in 2013, and I lost 80 pounds. And then after that, you know, I was okay with that. I was okay at right around 200 pounds. I'm like, I can live with this. I don't hurt. And so I'm just going to maintain at this weight here. And I could not do it. I trained for my first marathon in 2015. I was running more than 20 miles a week. I did the whole 30. I did everything, but my body, if I did not keep my calories between 1,000 and 1,200 calories a day, like for the rest of my life, it was just coming back. And I had put on 40 to 45 pounds, about half of what I had lost. And I was like, I gotta have some help. I worked so hard to get that off, and I couldn't keep it off. And so that's when I made the decision to have bariatric surgery. And I had heard about, I had a friend who went in 2013. She went to Mexico, and she had the sleeve. And she'd lost a lot of weight, and she'd kept it off, and she was running. But how I found out about MBC is I'm a trial lawyer, and I was getting ready to go to trial, and I had interviewed a witness in Poto, Oklahoma, about a year earlier. And so we were getting ready to go to trial, and I went back to touch base with her. And she walked in, and I was like, "What happened to you?" And she was like, "Girl, I went to Tijuana and I had weight loss surgery." And I was like, "You did?" I was like, "Tell me all about it." And so I didn't even talk to her about the case. She used Dr. Cabrera. That's who I used, Dr. Cabrera. That's who did Dr. Valenzuela's surgery. She was like, they took care of everything. She's like, you pay one price. They pick you up from the airport. They drive you to the hospital. Then they take you to the hotel. You don't have to do anything. She's like, it was 4 days and it was done, and it changed my life. And I was like, sign me up, I'm there. I went home that day, and I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to Tijuana to have surgery. And I looked up Mexico Bariatric Center. I sent off my thing, and the next thing you know, I was down here where y'all are sitting. And so I went May 21st of last year. When I started my pre-op diet, I was around 240 pounds. And I got down to about 225 by the time that I got down there for surgery. And they picked me up at the airport with other people. And I should tell you that two of my friends, when they found out I was going to do it, they signed up to go do it. And so we all three, and they were supposed to come today, but they didn't, but they've all had great experiences too. So we all three went down there on the same day. We all three, Dr. Cabrera did all three of our surgeries on the same day. And so we flew down there, we flew back, we did the whole thing together. Our family, you know, you are allowed to take one companion, and that's kind of included in the price. So Michelle's husband went, Sherry's son went, and I took one of my good friends so my husband could, I didn't want my husband to go anyway, but somebody had to stay with the kids. So anyway, so we go down there, and already on the Facebook page, we had tried to find out who else was going at the same time we were going. And so we already had a group of people that we knew that we were looking for when we got down there. And we got down, and it was like a reunion almost. We were like, oh my gosh, it's so great to meet you in person. And so we went to the hospital. They picked us up from the airport, and we went straight to the hospital. And they do some blood work and things like that. And then after that, and they have everything down. They have a schedule. They know exactly where you are, when your surgery is, when you're going to be picked up from the hotel for your surgery, which was the next day for us. And I was the last surgery of the day. And so they took us, we all went at different times because we had different schedules, but we get down there to the hospital, and my friend stayed in the room with me, and Michelle's husband did not stay in the room with her, but she is a little cranky, so they decided ahead of time that would probably be best for him and her if he stayed at the hotel. But my friend Sherry, her son, did stay in the room with her. So, and everyone had said that the drain is the worst part. Dr. Valenzuela talked about that. And that you'll have gas pain in your shoulder. I think it's your left shoulder, is that right? I didn't turn this on. Can y'all hear me? That's a trial lawyer for you. So I was expecting that, but one of the things, like, by the time you head down there for your surgery, you're on a pure liquid diet. And with the flying and all of that, I guess I'd gotten a little dehydrated and I was really nervous. So the worst part for me, even counting the surgery, was them trying to get the IV in my arm because I was dehydrated. And that was traumatic. But it wasn't because they didn't, finally they gave me a Valium or something, and they were, and once I got that, I was like, I don't care, it's fine.